What we're reaping today is truly the work of some giants in terms of superintendents and leaders and boards of education that were very courageous in their vision and what they wanted for the students of this district. Union was founded, by small communities coming together and more or less saying that we're going to create this district that's called Union.
It was developed by people from different places coming together. It was developed by recognizing that the farmers and the landowners and the people around contributed back to the school districts. They were actually some of the very first board members, gave land to the district so it could begin to formalize as a community.
All my friends, my fellow administrators, when I told them I was going to Union as a superintendent, they told me I was crazy. They said, "You're never going to be caught up with classrooms and so forth." And they were wrong. It took me 6 or 7 years, but we finally got to the point we could house the people.
In the early 80s and into the 90s, Union was growing rapidly, and our job as being on the board was to get schools built. In that time period, we actually built 5 elementary schools.
When I first arrived as a young teacher and coach, the high school actually was surrounded by pastures and cows.
Living on toast of time.
When you take a large growth rate and you look up and you've got another 200 to 300 students coming to the district each year, that presents a lot of challenges.
I got here, and out in the middle of this field was this partial high school. And inside the high school, there were no walls. It was a total open concept. I mean, there was no walls. And I about fainted when I saw that. Then I go down to Grove Elementary, and there was not a single wall in there or a light switch. I was a hero for a short period of time, but it was when I put walls in at Grove, and they could actually turn the lights on in their room.
And so then we started looking at what do we do within the schools? What about the curriculum? What about extracurricular activities?
First high school in Oklahoma to have turf on their football field. And of course, after that, every time somebody wanted something, and we would say, well, we can't afford it. Well, you can afford turf, so, we can do this. So I ate that turf a whole bunch of times. So I told people, I said, you see that red U out there? And I said, you guys think that's paint. It's not, it's O positive, my blood. I said, that's blood out there, mine.
In the mid-1990s, transparency was something that we needed to really focus on to say, hey, we've got to let the public know what we're doing with every dollar that we have.
Probably the saddest moment of my time on the school board was having to vote for a reduction in force because we didn't have the money because the state hadn't appropriated everything. So I ended up having to vote to terminate the first-year teachers, which was Dr. Hartzler and his wife Susan. Of course, then 2 or 3 months later, funding got straightened out and we hired them back.
I once heard Dr. Burton say, "There's no dream too big." And I might add to that as well that no budget cut too strong to deter us from still offering kids quality programs, cutting edge programs. And Union has so many times been the first to launch a program, the first to step out there and provide incredible opportunities for our students. And that has been the vision casting strength of the leaders that we've had.
That was our motto always, to do it the Union way, not to look to the past, but always to look at how are we going to actualize things for our students and put it in the perspective of they have every opportunity, every access to the very best kind of learning environment that we could possibly provide for them.
Our mission has not changed. We are unwavering in our belief and commitment to graduating each and every student college and career ready.